couple weeks, month or so, I've been working with Nostrum High Performance to get some upgrades for the EcoBoost Swap Miata. For what you're doing with the car, you want the OEM control, you want the safeties in the background, you want the ECU to be able to protect the car. The best way to do that is going to be through utilizing the high pressure fuel system. I went to the guys Nostrum and we ended up kicking it off. They like the idea of an EcoBoost Miata, so they're pretty smart guys. I can't wait to get the car back. That way we can install it. Get ready for that. All right, so we've already talked and brought in Nostrum HP to go on the EcoBoost Miata. You guys already saw the unboxing. If not, make sure you guys check it out. Now is the time we can actually start putting parts on this car. For those of you that are new to the channel and just coming, this is a 2.3 liter Ford EcoBoost. This motor specifically is actually from a 2018 Ford Explorer, but these engines came in Focus RS, the EcoBoost Mustang, and a couple other Lincolns and things like that. So my goal for this car has always been autocross and time attack. And with that being said, I've been limited by tires so far, but there's still room for some potential. So right now the car makes 371 wheel horsepower and 381 foot-pounds of torque on just 93 octane. Got a great tuner, Panda Motorworks, working with me on this car, but we were octane and basically stock fuel system limited. So that's when I reached out to Nostrum High Performance. And now we got a really kick-ass fuel system for this thing. It is their upgraded high-pressure fuel pump and then stage 1 injectors. So what that allows me to do is run ethanol. I can run straight E85, make about 525 wheel horsepower. What we're going to be actually doing is doing a blend of E50, and we're hoping for mid 400s. 450 wheel horsepower would be ideal. That's starting to push the limits of the engine. We're going to be tickling the torque limits of the bottom end. So we're going to be making it nice and safe. It also will be a nice and safer tune-up with the ethanol anyway, help it run a little cooler and things like that. So anyway, in this video, what we're going to be doing is installing the high-pressure fuel pump, injectors, and the new fuel rail. And there might be a couple things that come up, such as the fuel line and the adapter and stuff, because this isn't for a factory setup like what Nostrum supplies. But we're going to start diving in right now. So here it is, everything that comes with their kit, minus this fuel rail. I had a nice low mileage fuel rail that I cleaned up and got the injectors all installed in. But let's go ahead and start walking through what we're gonna need to do for the install. So for me, I'm gonna take off this intake manifold. It's real simple, it's just 10 millimeter here to get the throttle body off. I have the throttle body sensor, map sensor, and then a boost reference line for the wastegate or for the blow off valve up there. That manifold will come off and then give us a nice clear shot at the fuel rail. And I'm also going to take out this high pressure fuel pump. It's real simple. It's just one plug, a couple screws, and then we're going to have to go a little bit above and beyond that just because we have to put this adapter on and things like that. So I'm going to set you up in a little time lapse and we'll get going. We got everything pulled out. As you can see, stock injectors. I think these have about 40,000 miles on it. All of this stuff has about 40,000 miles on it besides the intake manifold. That's from an EcoBoost Mustang, and I got that, and the car literally had 500 miles on it. I'm gonna start going ahead and getting the adapter plate into the high pressure fuel pump mounting location, which is pretty simple. You have this adapter to line up the adapter plate onto that, and then you just bolt this to the adapter plate. Super simple. We're just gonna get started now. Just a small note, after taking off the high pressure fuel pump, I noticed some corrosion, so I'm gonna go in here real quick, just clean this off with a razor blade. I stuck some paper towel down into the little port, because that goes down into the engine. I don't want any of this gunk falling down in there into the valve train. So like I said, clean it up real quick. This part simply has this little cutout, and that goes towards the driver back, and that's what we're gonna do. Alright guys, so I got that high pressure fuel line from the pump onto the fuel rail. Did have to do just a slight adjustment to the angle of this port up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and secure it on the back side, and then we're about halfway there. Then we got to worry about, I hope this pump wiring extends and can reach back there. And then I might actually take it out, turn it 180 degrees, and have it even lower. That way I don't have to clearance up here on the hood. And then after that, we got to do our feed line, which shouldn't be too difficult, and we'll be ready to go. All right, so I didn't have to end up using that adapter. I just kept it out. Basically, all I did was take my original 6AN to quick disconnect fitting, and took that off and put it right in. So the inlet side of this Nostrum high performance high pressure fuel pump is -6AN, just for you guys interested. And here everything is in. I added some zip ties to my main fuel return. I got some zip ties around my main harness, got everything in and ready to go. I've already gone ahead and test fit, so this wire is long enough I don't have to modify it. Like I said, I am probably going to go ahead and just pull this solenoid out and turn it 180 degrees. That way this plug is down right where my finger is. I can pull this harness back a little bit, and it's just going to make it so much nicer to route, or it might just fit without me having to do any modification to the harness, which would be even cooler. But here I am trying to mess with it, holding the camera, and I really need two hands. See, if I did that, that would be an even more ideal location right there. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. It's just a solenoid, so it shouldn't affect anything, and then that'll help me out quite a bit. So very cool, guys. And just prime the fuel system, at least the low pressure side. No leaks on that side. Now I need to go inside, grab the access port out of the Miata, and then load the base map from Panda Motorworks. Should be a fairly simple startup, but who knows? We'll see. I've got to prime direct injection stuff, and well, there's not many of these out, so who knows how close the base map is. All I need is something that I can drive onto the trailer, because big news, March 6th, or at least that week, this car is going on the dyno. I'm ready to go, so that's really exciting. That's why I started on this project, because I just got the base map and was like, well, as long as I can move it in and out of the garage and onto a trailer, I'm ready to go. All right, so we got the access port loaded up with the new tune. Just gonna go down here to the tune file, change ECU map. Apparently I can't hold a GoPro. We'll go down here to 2.6. And well, this is taking longer than I thought. I'll just come back whenever the tune's loaded and we can try to see how this first start goes. All right, first start. Tune is ready. Let's see if we got noise. It's primed a couple times, but nothing so far has gone through the high pressure pump, so this might take some cranking. All right, we got a little bit of a kick there. We got noise. Let's go check for leaks. It's gonna take a second for all the air to get out of that system. So far, so good. Don't see any leaks, especially on the high pressure side. It would be freaking squirting out. So part of that was me being an idiot. I totally forgot to plug in the map sensor and the throttle pedal. So here we go. Oh, much better. Hell yeah, it sounds like a normal car again. Woohoo! Let's go. Nostrum HP Performance and Panda Motorworks, boy. Coming in. First start up. Yes. It sounds so good. A little smoky in here just because we were running so rich before, but yeah, we got Nostrum HP Performance, baby. And that's that, guys. I'm so pumped. It just started up and ran super well. Talked to Troy over at Panda Motorworks. This tune's actually good to drive on the street. It's more of a base, or more than a base map than I thought. He made the necessary corrections from our previous tune. So the only thing that's kind of still up in the air is the new turbo kit and full exhaust. So I'm still not going to beat on it all that much, but the tune should be safe to drive around on the street. So that's great news. Next video, we might take it out, see how it drives around. But man, super pumped with Nostrum HP Performance and Panda Motorworks for getting me this base map and everything. So that's that, guys. I'm gonna end this video right here. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm super pumped. This is gonna be really exciting for the next couple weeks before we go to the dyno. So thanks, guys.